So we'll be continuing with CSS that we began 2 weeks ago, and today we'll be doing more of text styling. So we'll be styling how the text looks. And here I have my HTML code. I have a headline, 2 paragraphs, I have a link here, and then I have an order list here. And so this is how it looks. So if I go to the inspect element, you can press F12 if you are using Windows. So if I go to F12 and I just check under the styles, okay, so you can click here under the elements, and then below here you can see this your HTML. So I have under the styles here. So if I want a specific, because here it selects the body, so you can see the body has been styled automatically. So this is the default styling. So if I want to select a specific element, let's say like that, so you come at the top here, you can see there is this thing here. When you hover over it, you'll see select an element in the page. So like I've selected the paragraph, you can see it already has some styling on it. So if I select, let's say I select the head H1, you can see it already has some styling already on it. And then here you can see this like a box, and so that's how the elements appear. So you can see this, the content itself here, you can see it's colored, and then it has some padding, it has some border, and then some margin. You can see all that, it shows up. And so by default, all your elements, they already have some styling. So if I select this anchor tag here, or the link, you can see it already has a link color already automatic, and it has text decoration, you can see underline and all those kind of stuff. So today we'll just be doing more of text styling. So we'll just start with styling. I will do color styling, so we'll change the color of the text. Okay, so to style, I'm going to use internal styling or embedded styling. So you go within the head and you add style like that, and so all the work that you're going to do will be within this code. So I'm going to select color. Okay, so the first thing you have to select to identify the selector, and in this case the selector is H1 like that, and then you need the braces like that, and so then you need the property, which is color, and then you select the color. So I could select let's say brown color. So if I save, so you can see here my H1 is black. However, if I save and check, you can see the color has changed. Okay, so when it comes to color, we have background color and then you have text color, and so you can always use the color name, like here we have used the name of the color. However, you can use also different values. So you can just search, you can open your browser and you could search something such as color palette or color picker or color selector. So if you search for that, you will have several websites you can have, such as this one. You have this, you have this. There are so many, so you can select your colors from there. And so you have RGB colors, you have hexadecimal colors, and so there are a range of colors. Like you can see this is hexadecimal here. Okay, so you can always, you could change to whatever you want. So if I want RGB colors, I can also indicate the same. Okay, so if I search here for, let's say, hexadecimal colors, you'll see it brings this. So you have this is the RGB, and then this is the hexadecimal colors. So the RGB, it stands for red, so the first value is red, then green, then blue, and the same goes to this one. You can see it has 6 different items, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they all usually value from 0 to F, and then for RGB colors they value from 0 to 255. Okay, so you can always search for whatever you want, and for example I have this one here, so I can pick any color that I want. So let's say I can adjust this like that, let's say here, and then this like that. So you can see I have my hexadecimal color here, then these are RGB, you have value 17, 18 and 18. Then you have HXL colors, that is, it stands for hue, saturation and light. So you have 186 like that. So there are different types of color values. Okay, so I'm just going to select hexadecimal blue. So this is not the actual blue, or I can just, so you can use that color selector. So I'm just going to write here using the hexadecimal. So for blue, I guess that's blue. No, that's yellow. Okay, so that's not blue, it's yellow. So you can just use the hexadecimal to determine which color you want. So that's red. Okay, so that's with the text color. So another thing that I want to do is the font family. So let's say for the paragraphs, I want to change the font family. So first thing is to select the paragraph, then the braces, then I write font family like that. Okay, so I can choose from this. So these are called web safe fonts. You can read more from the article that I've written, and so you can always select. You can see it comes in a range, and then you realize sans serif, it doesn't have this the two quotation marks, single quotation marks. So the reason is when you have a color that has two names within, like Arial narrow, so you see they have space in between. So you always use these single quotations. Okay, so with that, my paragraphs, if I save, they will change the font. You can see the font has changed. Now it has a different font family. So that's the web font, as web safe fonts. But you can also have other font like the Google fonts like that. And so with that, I can come here and you can search for whatever font you want. You can type anything you want here. And so you can always select the so wide. So if I select, let's say this one here, so you can see they come in different weights. So I can choose the regular 400. If I select, you can see I have here a link that I can use. So I can just put this link. I can just take the link and I can add it here within the head. So I've added that link within the head, and then I'll come here and I'll take the given font. Already they have given me the font family, so I'm going to change this font family here, like that. So you can see it has changed. So that's with the fonts, and you have also many other different types of fonts, but you can always have it in stack with the fallback, so that a given font, if the user is using maybe a given browser system that doesn't support a given font you're using, you can always have a fallback. And then another thing is the font size. So let's say I can decide to make this to be maybe a 2 EM, or I can use pixels, I can use EMs. So the paragraphs will be, you can see they are very huge now. Okay, I can also I can change. So let me go next and just style an order list. So I'll select it like that, and then I can choose a property. So let's say the property is the let me start with the anchor tag like that. So I can decide to use text decoration like that. So you can see it has this underline here. So if I use text decoration, I can change that. I could put it to none. None removes it. You can see it is no more there. I can change this color. I can do anything that I want here with this text. Okay. So next, I can select an order list, and I can do list style like that. Okay, so you can see here I have different things that I can select from. So you can see it has the discs or the bullets in front of it. So I want to remove them. I'll just do none like that, and now they are gone. I can increase their size as well here. I can do font size, and I can use, let's say, pixels. I'll just do 24 pixels like that. So saving that, you can see they have increased in size. I can decide to do text decoration, and I can decide to do underline. I can do here underline. So if I check, you can see now they have underline here. Okay, so the last thing is I want to talk about is layout. So with layout, when it comes to text, you just use text align, the alignment. So I'll select, let's say I'm going to select several of them. I can just select 2, and I can do text align, and let's say I can do right like that. So if I save, you can see how my text now is aligned to the right. I can change this to center like that, and it will be centered like that. So you see I selected only the H1, that's the headline and the paragraph. So let me know if you have any questions or you need more help. Feel free to reach out to me. I invite you to read the article that I've written on this, and have a wonderful time.